Greetings, Donahoe families. This is Mrs. Williams with your weekly update. As of noon on Friday, January 14th, there were 12 positive cases and over 150 exposures. The exposures are a concern as some students come to school that have been tested and their results have not been given to their parents yet. I am asking that if you have had your child tested, that you wait until you have the results before you send them to school. If they are positive, the results are exposing any student to them and then combined with that 15-minute time frame so that anytime within the school day, if they've been around that student and it adds up to 15 minutes, it causes a quarantine status situation. I don't want that to be what we do. I am continuing to put the testing hotline, the vaccination hotline in this messenger. I need you all to take heed to it and do what you need to do. This is not a time for panic. Knowledge is power. I also want to reshare the COVID information that was given to us on Thursday, January 13th. If your child is exposed to a positive case, do not send them to school. Notify the school that they have been exposed. Get your child tested, but don't do it right away. You have to wait until day 5. So if they get exposed on the 1st, that's the 0 day. The 6th is the day 5. Once you get that test, and then while you're waiting for the test in the day 5, they're quarantining. They're not in school. So on the 5th day, which would be, let's say it was the 6th of January is the 5th day. If that test is negative, guess what? With the new COVID rules now, they get to come back the very next day, which would be the 6th day. So the 1st day is ground zero. That's January 1st. The 5th day, that's January 6th. I'm just using it as an example. If it's negative, January 7th is the day they report back to school. Now listen to this. If your child tests positive on day 5, they are quarantining for 5 more days. And we need to know that their test was positive. We don't want to have everybody quarantining. That is not the purpose of this. Information is to keep you informed so that you can get your child back in school. But check this out. Remember I said this before. If your child is vaccinated with both doses, they can come back to school. All we need is the vaccination card. We just need to see it. Any test that you have for your child, the results of it, we just need to see it, especially if it's negative. We want to know. Especially if your child has no symptoms and they're fully vaccinated, they can come back to school as long as they're wearing that mask. I'm going to switch over now because I think I'm beating that COVID horse to death. Parent-teacher conferences are scheduled for the week of February 7th. You will have the option to hold conferences virtually as well as one day where we will have conferences in person, and that's going to be that Thursday. But what I'm going to ask and say to you now with the exposures and the cases going up, a virtual conference is the better option. We have got to work together if we want to minimize the number of cases and exposures. You have a very important role in all of this, and that is to pass this word along to your neighbors, your friends. Let them see your email. If they're not looking at their email, let them see yours. Talk about it. If we don't say anything about it or do something about it, we're not being about it. And I need us to do that. We are still one family, and we got this. As always, go Dolphins and goodbye.